You asked and you shall receive. Who would win in a fight? The company employee or the Semibot? Here's how we'll determine this. We'll take a look at all the weapons and gear available for our fighters and weigh out their natural abilities. This will help us conclude who is the most dangerous protagonist. These faces don't make sense. I'm just making faces. And if you enjoy content like this, don't forget to like and subscribe, please. We're a really small channel that likes to see the number go up. But first, let's set some ground rules, because holy shit, I did not set them up very well last video, but I actually only have one rule. Semibot upgrades are banned because we would just scale infinitely and fling those fucking employees to the moon. So with that out of the way, let's first talk about what hardware they have at their disposal. While doing my highly sophisticated research, I concluded that an employee of Lethal Company has 7 tools available for use. 2 melee weapons, 2 mines and nades, and 2 guns, making that 6. The Semibot has fucking 20, 5 melees, 9 mines, and 6 guns. And again, we're not looking at upgrades because the Semibot could rival Kratos. So for this scenario, I decided to make some sort of chart, I have no idea what it's called, to show who I think would win weapon for weapon. If you don't understand it, let me explain real quick. Knife versus inflatable hammer, I think the knife would win, and shovel versus frying pan, I say the shovel wins, and so on. I think most of these matchups are pretty agreeable, but a point of contention would most likely be at the baseball bat and the inflatable hammer. So let's start with the hammer. While yes, the child's toy can deal 250 damage, that's only about 5%. The other 95% of the time, the Semibot would just be swinging and praying. I just find it way too reliable in close quarters where you guys are actually fighting each other. And in the baseball bat's case, I mean, these Semibots are looking like Giancarlo Stanton with a dose of fucking Toon Force. So with 10 matchups for melee, my overall score is 6-4. REPO leading the melee department, but not by much. Next, let's go to... wait. Okay, mines and nades. That's a weird one. Lethal Company only has the stun nade and the do-it-yourself grenade. I meant flashbang. Both of these gadgets simply stun, which are effective, don't get me wrong. But when you have the Semibot's fucking arsenal of human nade, duct tape nade, stun, honestly, I don't even want to compare this category. It's just that the Semibot just has a much wider variety. So sure, this could be an easy sweep category for REPO, but in a brawl, I don't think either one of these fighters will be setting these traps up anyway, so I don't. So I'm not gonna worry about this category too much. Let's just whiz on by, you know. So let's move on to my country's favorite thing. I did the chart thing again. Surely you're familiar. What do you think? Honestly, my philosophy determining this category was simply, what gun would I want the most? As far as danger level or even fun. Something you'll notice is that I picked the Zap gun only once. Reason being is that handling this thing is like trying to ride a bull 5 bottles deep with a ribbed dill. So I wasn't really feeling the Zap gun all that much. But the double barrel definitely made a solid argument, winning 4 out of 6. And to defend my pulse pistol choices, I mean, come on. It's lightweight and just fling shit everywhere. It's a fun as fuck gun. I will take no other arguments. So my overall score for the guns category is 7-5. REPO once again barely edging out the lead. So we have 6-4 in melee weapons and 7-5 in American. That's an overall score of 13-9. Not bad, Lethal. But we do have one last section to cover before I decide who I think would win in a battle. Let's talk about the fighters themselves. Let's start with the employee. Typically decked out with some sort of spacesuit or jumpsuit and a helmet. I'm going to assume this jumpsuit isn't exactly the best armor, probably stronger than typical clothes, but definitely not as strong as armor. The helmet though, this might get our employees somewhere. Space helmets are designed to withstand significant impact and pressure changes, and that's talking about real world helmets. Imagine what the future world of Lethal Company has. Although I can't confirm how strong the employee's helmet is, I'm sure that we can confirm that it's pretty strong at least, but not bulletproof of course. Honestly, there's not much else to the employee. They're just a human in a spacesuit. So let's move on to the Semibot. The Semibot is a robot. So this thing obviously has to be made of metal, right? So it's overall, body-wise, just more durable. Higher armor, probably, right? Another thing with the Semibot is its telekinetic powers, dude. I mean, fucking look at this shit. Come on now. Semibots don't seem to be able to grab things with their physical hands, so they've been given some sort of telekinesis or magnetism or some shit, which could be useful in a brawl, but without strength upgrades, probably not. The more tricks is the Semibot's ability to shrink in size. Not sure what this can do to take down an average Joe, but I'm sure it can be useful for dodging and such, you know, type shit. And lastly, and something I'm debating with adding to its natural abilities, is the tumble launch. Yes, I know the tumble launch is an upgrade in the shop, but I mean, Semibots can kinda tumble launch without upgrades and do damage to monsters with it. So you know what? Fuck it. They can tumble launch. Will it be useful? So comparing their abilities, I've come to a conclusion. If these two were to square up, hand to hand, I'm giving him the win to the employee easily. Now. Y'all may be thinking, oh my god, what do you mean? If the employee punched the Semibot, it would just break its hand. And sure, maybe. What the fuck is a Semibot gonna do to a human without any weapons or upgrades? Poke him to death with his arm? Wait, that might actually work. Hey, who the fuck knows, man? I truly think the human could hand-to-hand win against the Semibot. Those things are clumsy as shit and couldn't throw a fast hook to save their own life on Gizzy. So, what did we accomplish here today? Absolutely fucking nothing. Look, I ain't gonna say who's actually stronger. I'm gonna let y'all decide all that with all the information I've presented today and anything you guys have to add. If you enjoyed, hit the like button. Please, God, I'm such a small channel, please! Nope, that's too desperate. Please. And don't forget to subscribe. Also, I stream at twitch.tv/foolandry and join the Discord in the description if you want to yell at me for my takes. Thank you for watching. Shout out to Daywalking for recording. You wanna say what's up? Type shit. So with that out of the way, let's first talk about what hardware they have at their disposal. I feel like Whoa. Fuck, I wish they didn't make us hold the emo button. Whatever, I don't need that. Do I need the mouse?
This dude, Ashton Hall, just chip an ice block to put in his ice thing. I can't believe this.
Nades category, 2 guns, and 1 physical enhancement, which I don't even think we're... Actually, I'm gonna cut that. We ain't talking about the enhancement. So I forgot about it, so we're not gonna talk about it. So for this scenario, I decided... for this... Oh! Typically, some more tricks is the semi... Oh. Honestly, there's not much else to... Oh, wow. Honestly, there's not that... Look at me, motherfucker. Look at me when I kiss you. My fault.
Yeah, you're done.
No, okay, hold on.